You are tuned into the Armenian Radio Hour of New Jersey on 89.5 FM, the radio station of Seton Hall University, available anywhere in the world via the iHeartRadio app at Seton Hall University. We are very proud that in the studio today joining us is Mr. ahan Arzruni, a well-known master pianist and well-known in our community and, of course, around the world, but specifically in our community, very involved. Mr. Arzruni, Shahan, you've been very involved in a lot of things that I've seen on the diocesan level, and, of course, in famous recital halls around New York City. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, Diran.
Absolutely. We're not going to beat around the bush. September 21st, there is a fantastic event that's taking place.
I hope it's going to be fantastic. It's a very last-minute thing, actually. Yes, it's going to be a concert. There will be a prayer service. Actually, the Foreign Minister of Armenia will be there. And he will speak, and of course Serbazan will introduce him. And at the end, there is a wonderful picture exhibition, which is curated by Shoag Hovanesyan. And then there is a reception, and the entire thing is being chairperson, can I say chairperson?
Sure,
such a thing.
Sure.
By Sandra Shahinian-Leitner. And we got together, within the last week, 10 days or whatever it is. And we are... I think we will be proud at the end of this event. The concert, I'm basically in charge of the concert, will have 4 artists. One is a wunderkind, a 12-year-old girl, a cellist. She was born in Armenia. She came here when she was 3 years old. Her name is Laura Narmantian. And she's going to a very special school to study the cello. And this summer, actually, she went to Europe to study with Suren Bakradoni, who is our wonderful cellist. And she's going to do a work. I'm very excited to hear it. She's doing an Armenian piece, of course. That's Harutyunyan's Impromptu. And the second piece is a work by Paganini. It is called Moses Fantasy. It is a theme from a Rossini opera, and apparently Paganini was performing this on the violin, and in the middle of the performance, one of the strings broke. And anyway, he continued, and suddenly the second string broke, and Paganini decided just to pull the third string, and he played the entire piece on one string.
Wow.
So that's quite a fit. Yeah. Why do we have 4 strings? And this cello piece also is on one string, and I'm sure Laura will do a wonderful job. The second one is Narek Harutyunyan. He is a clarinet artist. He is going to Juilliard, and he is also from Armenia. He's 24 years old. He is going to play Nocturne by Aram Khachadurian, and also a clarinet piece for solo clarinet, which is unusual. It's a very virtuoso kind of thing. He's a very animated kid, and again, I'm sure he will make a terrific impression. The last one is Yerishe Manucharian. He is from Boston. I heard him. Actually, I played with him when Michael Aram was doing the opening of the plaza.
Yes.
And he will come from Boston, and he will do only Gomidas. Okay. He will do Grung, Anduni, and Hayastan. And I will open the concert with my own arrangement of Yegmalian's Hayr-Mer, and will continue with Khachadurian's Sonatina. So the whole concert will be 45 minutes. But what I'm excited about, actually, is the Negara Hantes picture exhibition, which is curated by Shoag Hovanesyan. She has a wonderful name. 25 years, 25 artists. I couldn't find anything that exciting about my concert, but Shoag did. Anyway, it's there are many exciting names. Of course, there is Mardi Rosarian. Sarian. Let me tell you something. I was thinking about this program and what I'm going to say and all of that, and suddenly something occurred to me, which I found it absolutely fascinating, that there is a very strong parallel between the evolution of the musical life or musical development, Armenian musical development, and the picture, the painting development. You know, the first musical things were the medieval charagans, and the equivalent of that in illustrative art would be the manuscript illuminations. They're both religious, and they are very simple things. And then suddenly it occurred to me that Aivazovsky was like Sayat Nova. I mean, Aivazovsky also used it as a profession. He made money out of his paintings, like Sayat Nova did. And they were kind of different from other Armenian artists. And finally, you have Mardi Rosarian, which is very close to Gomidas. Mardi Rosarian also started an Armenian school of painting, as Gomidas started an Armenian school of music. So Mardi Rosarian was born in Nor Nakhichevan, and he is the fountainhead of Armenian art. I can say that all the artists since then have carried something from Mardi Rosarian. He is the inspiration of Armenian art, the paintings. You know, in his early works, I find that Mardi Rosarian was perhaps influenced by Matisse and Cézanne. I say that because suddenly with Mardi Rosarian, the painting becomes two-dimensional. In other words, in the older time, Aivazovsky, for example, or all the European masters tried to create three-dimension by introducing the idea of perspective. But with Mardi Rosarian, as it is with Matisse also, there is suddenly no perspective. It's just two-dimensional. It's just surface. But with that surface, there is enormous richness. That's what I think Mardi Rosarian introduced. As Gomidas took out the third element of music, the harmony, and just had the rhythm and the melody itself. And Mardi Rosarian had the height and the width.
Shahan, there's so the event is being co-sponsored by numerous organizations from all kind of walks of the Armenian community.
It is organized by the diocese,
right,
but with the participation with all kinds of organizations, right, which include, of course, the Armenian Mission, and the Armenian General Benevolent Union, and then there is Co-op, Children Funds, and Tekeyan, Hamaskayan, all of that. You know, the schools, FAR, Fund for Armenian Relief. I can't remember all of them, but there are about 14, 15 of them.
Right, and it speaks to the importance of this event, obviously, that everybody's around it.
Sure.
So I want to get your thoughts on, I mean, this is commemorating the 25th anniversary of the independence of Armenia.
Right.
What are your thoughts 25 years back and moving forward? What are some of the accomplishments or lack thereof of Armenia in terms of music as well as Armenia overall?
Do you think I was alive 25 years ago? No. It's a very, very exciting event, but Armenia is still going through birth pains. Is there such an expression? I don't know. We are still. It's in the process of formation, Armenia, and it is wonderful that we have what we have, but we still have a great deal to achieve. It's very difficult to put together a nation when that nation for 75 years was under the domination of the Soviet Union and didn't have to worry about foreign affairs and this and that. Suddenly, all those things were up to Armenia, and that's a huge responsibility that we have to carry. And the one has to consider that you need people who are very deft in foreign affairs and diplomacy and this and that, and all of that is going to take time.